Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I have my new journal, Alchemy, which was launched yesterday, and I am so excited to get started working on it. Um, if you guys have it, then if you may want to take it out and get it ready so that we can journal together. I'm still trying to figure this out, so let me know if the lighting is terrible. Hi, how are you? Yes, of course I remember you. How are you, friend? How are you doing today? How are you feeling? I hope you're having a lovely day. Um, so yeah, like I was saying, if you guys have the Alchemy Journal with you, then go ahead and pull it out. If you don't have a journal with you, but you just want to hang out, then you're more than welcome here. I am going to be sharing how I set up my journal. I'm doing good, friend. Thank you. I'm having a really nice day. The weather is very nice. Yesterday we had a lot of rain, and here where I'm at, it's incredibly humid. So, and then with the heat, yeah, it was intense yesterday, but today it's better. It's a nice day, and I've been waiting all day to get started on my journal, but I wanted to do it live with you guys so that I can share some of the things that I like to do to break in my journal. Yesterday, is it Sil? Is that the way to pronounce your handle on here? I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Or if you would like me to call you something else. Hi, so nice to meet you. um, my name's Amina, and most people call me Mina or Nina, which are just variations of my name. So you can call me either. Okay, that's okay. That's the right thing to call you. Okay, perfect. Yes, Silo. So yeah, I've been having a good day. I'm really excited to get started on my journal. Like I was telling you yesterday, I love to journal. It is one of my absolute favorite things, and I wanted to share with you. I know you were talking about how sometimes you're not very motivated to journal. I wanted to share with you some easy ways to journal, and this is a temporary setup. So if the lighting is terrible, or if some things are not that great, um, don't worry, I'm going to be working on it. But I just really wanted to go live today and hang out with you guys. So this is my new journal. It is Alchemy. And if you were here in the live yesterday, or if you're joining us for the first time, um, oh, good. Okay, thank you so much. I launched this journal yesterday, and I created it to have as a second brain, a second place where I can memory keep, and I can use as, my everything book, notebook, book, things from my studies, my personal curriculum, um, and stuff like that, so that I could have everything that I want to accomplish, create. More so like creative goals are going to go in here. And I'm working on the Dream It to Life planner, but that planner is going to be specifically for just accomplishing goals. So very little creative space is going to be in there because I really want to focus on just reaching my goals and my dreams. So this is for everything else. So this is more, my creative space for art journaling, for collage, for junk journaling, for memory keeping, for my lists, for all of that stuff. And I wanted to share with you guys, sorry about that. The camera's kind of in my way. I wanted to share with you guys how I set up, a new journal. So this is a journal. It's called Alchemy. It's got all these magical elements to it because we're going to be alchemizing our dreams into reality. And my intention is that everything that we add to this book is going to become true. So we're going to alchemize it from a dream to reality. And this is the front cover. It's got very magical elements, crystals, and the moon and the sun and the stars and butterflies. And then this is and I have cats, as you guys know, so here comes one of them. And then this is the spine, and I wanted it to be a reminder whenever it's on our bookshelves that this is where we are, bringing our dreams to life. And yeah, so then let's go ahead and dive right in. So on the inside, I wrote a little note to you guys. And then I dedicated this journal to my dad, who is, I had the best dad in the world. And he taught me to dream big and never give up on my dreams. So it's thanks to him that any of this is possible. And then here is the belongs to page, the started on date and completed on, and a little space for thoughts. And then here is the magic begins. So this is, it has 365 blank pages because I wanted everybody to do whatever they want to do in here. If I had just designed it for myself, then I would have done an index page because I love having an index page, especially for something that is going to be with me for a whole year. So my thought is that this book is going to be my second brain and it's going to be with me for 365 days of transformation. Here I am going to manifest all the things and write down everything that I want to bring into my life for a year of transformation. Um, and I feel like this is a really good time to do this because it's sort of that time of the year where we're ready for a reset. It's, we're at kind of that half mark uh, of the year. And I feel like a lot of us are ready to either maybe take another look at our goals and see what stays, what goes, maybe even start pursuing new goals, whatever the case may be. So this is going to be a big reset for me. My birthday is in June, so June feels like a very magical month for me. It's always my personal new year. So that's kind of when I wanted to start it, but I want to prepare it for that, right? So anyway, 365 blank undated pages. They are numbered in case you do want to create your own index page, and I will be doing that. So I wanted to sort of get started on the book. I can feel like my journals can feel very precious to me. I obviously created it with a lot of love, and I love, the way that it looks, and I can be very precious about it, and I don't want that. I want this to be something that I actually use. I want to be something that I want it to be something that I'm in every day. I want it to be messy. I want it to be filled. I want to use it. I want to get everything out of it. Um, I'll rather have an imperfect but used journal than a perfectly empty one. So that is my mentality going into this journal, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to be consistent and I want it to be fun and I want to not have all this pressure of making it look this way or that way. I want it to be fun and easy and practical. And those are my intentions with it. Yesterday, I really wanted to get started at night, but I thought I would wait to hang out with you guys. And I created this list of things that I want to add to my journal. So I wanted to share this with you guys for ideas of things that you can do inside your journal. And these are just some spreads that I feel are easy and practical. So I want to do like a new journal spread. So just something to break it in, right? Make it my own. Obviously fill the belongs to page and the when I started it page. I want to do a swatch page. I always do that at the very back. So we're going to do that right now. And then I always glue an envelope to the back of my journals because, for any little ephemera, for any little, you know, tags or pieces of paper or pictures or anything that I want to stick in my journal, I always like to have a little pocket that I can, save those in for whenever I'm ready. I want to do an all about me page because I want this journal to be very much personalized and I don't want it to just be generic, filled with a bunch of random things. Um, like I said, my birthday month is coming, so I'm going to do a birthday month spread. So maybe that's something that you can do for your birthday, whenever that is. And then I want to do a birthday month bucket list. So all the things that I want to do, goals and things that I want to accomplish. And so far, and then also My personal new year. I saw something down here. Talking during movies, okay. I don't know, this app is telling me something. um yeah, so I want to do a personal new year spread because like I said, this is my personal new year, because it's going to be my birthday. And I think that whenever you get your journal for, whenever that is, that's why it's undated. It's for you to start it whenever you want and for it to follow you through 365 days of transformation. Whenever you do get it, I think that's a perfect time to do a personal new year spread or reset, right? And just decide that I'm starting, clean. This is a fresh, clean slate. And, from here on out, this is the things that I want to accomplish. And, you know, I feel like a lot of the times time can move so fast. Like to me, I can't believe that we're already almost in June. Like, where did half of the year go? I had all these millions of things that I wanted to do, and some of them I have done. A lot of the times I am, very hard on myself. Um, but I just feel like time passes so fast. And so I don't want to beat myself up over, like, it's so interesting the way that our mind works, where I can accomplish 6 out of the 10 goals that I wanted to accomplish, and my mind focuses on the ones that I didn't accomplish, even though I accomplished, more than half. So I don't want to focus on that. I just want to focus on moving forward. What are the things that I want to focus on? And I especially want to include things that are fun and that are important to me, like time with my loved ones. And I want to save, little things of the fun things that we do together. We go on art dates all the time. Uh, I go on dates, with my partner all the time. I spend time with my mom, stuff like that. I spend time with my pets. So all of those things, like, I know we've done a lot of them. We just went out for Mother's Day, but I don't have those pictures anywhere. Like I have them on my phone, but I never actually look through them. So this is going to be the perfect place to put all that stuff in. And I've been saving some. So, um, still, maybe that's one thing that you can do. That's something that I find very fun. It's whenever I'm doing something fun or, we're out and about, I'll save like a little something. And I've just kind of been keeping them in boxes, but now I'm going to put them in my journal. Um, hi. Yeah, so I wanted to share that with you that maybe, whenever you're out and about, you can save like a little something, a little piece of, I don't know, the receipt or a little piece of the to go menu or something like that. And you can put that in your journal and maybe journal about that, like, oh, today was an amazing day. This is what we did. I think that's a really fun way to journal. And to me, that makes it a lot of fun. So I'm looking back here because I've been saving some things. So I wanted to show you some examples. Like this is one of my favorite candies. And I saved this the other day so that I could like put it somewhere, right? So that I can have something to look at and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember I ate that candy that one time," or just things about you that you enjoy. We went out to eat to a restaurant, and it was it was this place here, and they wrote my name on the bag, and I saved it so that I could stick it somewhere because otherwise, like I'll forget. We eat out all the time, so anyway, little things like those. Um I don't know if that sounds fun to you, but to me that sounds, perfect. To have a place that I can look back on and see the things that we did in a certain year, the places that I went to, all the fun that was had. I feel like those moments just kind of like pass by so fast. And I definitely want to keep them somewhere. So maybe that's an idea you can try. So um another so it's like gratitude pages, goals, reset, books I want to read, movies I want to watch. Then I want to do also a May spread because we are in May. So I would like to do like a photo dump of all the cool things that happened this month, accomplishments, best moments, my favorites, current favorites, creative goals because I have about a billion of them. And I want to make sure that I am, following through and completing creative projects, but also I want to have some place where I can see what I've actually completed. Because, like I said, a lot of the times I just feel like time passes by so fast that I'm like, what did I do last month? Did I actually accomplish anything? So I want to do that page. I want to do a project spread. So, projects that I'm working on, glimmers, so beautiful moments, magical moments. I want to do a spread for my birthday prep. So, like I said, we celebrate the whole month and it's next month. So, I want to do like my plans, outfits I want to wear, places I want to go to, activities I want to do. And then down here, I just added some things that I want to add to my journal. And then I put everything. So, I want to add everything to this journal. I want it to be super chunky and more than aesthetic or more than perfect. Um, Just a question. What inspired you to make the book? I think you said, but just wanted to be sure. Oh yeah, sure. So the reason that I was inspired to create this specific journal is because I'm working on creating the Dream It to Life planner system, which is going to be a system that helps you take your big, massive, crazy, outrageous dreams and break them down into steps and create, and bring them to reality. So for that, I'm, doing all kinds of studies, and I'm studying and looking into research and, human psychology and how we accomplish goals and how the brain works and neuroscience and all this information. And as I'm looking through all this information, something that a really good reminder was that our brain is not a storage unit. We're not supposed to store all this information that we keep in our brain. We're not supposed to keep it there. Our brain is to think. Our brain is to create. Our brain is for ideas. Our brain is obviously to keep us alive and keep us safe, but our brain is for that, for thinking and for creating. It's not a storage unit. And most of us, myself included, we keep so much information stored in our brain. And I think that's why a lot of the times we feel so drained and exhausted and tired. And then when it comes to actually working on the projects that you're passionate about, you feel so saturated and you feel like you have no energy, or like you can't even think. And that's because it's like a computer that's overloaded with a bunch of random information, not useless information, but just an overload of information. And then what happens, right? Like, have you ever had your phone where it literally won't function because it's begging you to delete things and make space? That's literally the way that our brain works. Our brain is not to store all this information. So when it's overloaded with information, it leaves very little space for creativity. It leaves very little space, right? Yes. So then I thought, okay, perfect. So even before I complete my planner system, I'm working on it, but I need a place for all of this information. These are all things that matter to me. They're important things, but I don't need to keep them in my brain. So I don't want to remember, oh yeah, what are the books that I've read so far? I've been reading a book each month, and we actually have a book club that anybody can join. And, each month we've been reading a book, and I don't want to have to remember, like, oh yeah, what was that book that I read in January? How many stars did I give it? What did I like about it? I don't want to have all that information in my mind because I don't need it. I don't need to access that every day. So all that is going to go in here. So then that was the idea behind it. It was, I'm going to create a space that for 365 days, it's going to be with me, and everything that comes up, I'm gonna write it in there. I want to be a therapist when I'm older, and I have read a lot about it. What you're saying, yes, yes, exactly. I've always been really fascinated with the human brain and how we work, and I've always tried to hack my brain and find ways to get myself to do the things that I want to do, that I want to accomplish. So I'm always looking for like those hidden little gems of information. And so that was a big reminder. And it was like, yep, that's what I need. I need a second brain. I need somewhere where I can dump all this information. And then I'm going to know that I'm not going to forget it. And I'm not going to have that fear of, oh, I don't know where time is going, or I don't know what I did last week, or I don't know what I've accomplished this far, because I'm always going to have this. So even if I store it and then 10 years down the line, I'm like, hey, how did 2026 go? Um, I can look back on it and then, I'll know what I was doing and what I liked. And that's going to be really cool to have. Right. Um, so yeah, that was the idea behind this journal. And then I was torn between two things. So I was torn between making it something that I considered to be like a functional system for journaling and memory keeping and all that. But I also wanted to give people the freedom to do whatever they wanted to do with it, while giving them a place that hopefully inspires them and makes them feel magical and makes them feel like, oh, whatever I put in this book is going to come, is going to come to life. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Sil. Yeah, that was my intention, that this is helpful for people and that it's useful and that it's not restrictive, because a lot of the planners and notebooks and journals that I've bought, they're very limiting. So for instance, I don't like lines. I don't like ruled paper unless I'm writing. So I have notebooks just with ruled paper. I actually have, let me see if I had it around here because I was using it. So I have notebooks in, I have Dream It to Life notebooks. So this is a Dream It to Life notebook. And then here, this is for all my studies. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So this one, obviously, I'm going to be writing in it. So I use this for all my studies. So I take a lot of classes. I love to learn. I am currently taking online classes, neuroscience online classes. So I use this for studying and taking notes and writing things down. And this is college ruled. And it's my favorite and it's perfect and it's got the date and then it's just got a blank space to write. But this one is specifically for that. And I use it all the time, which is why it looks a little beat up, because I carry it with me everywhere, and I love writing things down. I'm, like I mentioned, I am so organized. Yeah. So I like to keep all my notes for my studying in here. But unless that's the case, unless I'm writing like a full page of just writing, I don't want to have a paper with a bunch of lines in it. I also have notebooks, which I don't think I have them here. I have several different types of journals that I've designed for Dream It to Life. Some are like grid paper, some are dot grid, and those are great. But to me, this feels like endless possibilities. Um, so no, not at all. Sorry, I think I missed something still. Um, but yeah, so these, I wanted them to be just blank for whoever wants to do whatever they want to do in here. So like I said, I love having an index page for my journals, but I'll be creating that because not everybody likes an index page, right? So I didn't want to put one in here that then somebody had to cover or rip out or anything like that. But getting sort of into setting up this planner, so one of the things that I like to do, one of the first things that I like to do when I get a new notebook and journal. So first of all, it's kind of like break it in so that I can, so that it'll be a little more comfortable to write in. So I just like to like play with it, and like I said, they can feel very precious to me, and I don't want that. That is not the right mentality. I want to use my notebooks. I want to use my things. We went to a like you just opened it. That's when you said the book was beat up. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, it's because I carry it with me everywhere. I carry my notebooks with me everywhere. Um, because I write a lot and I'm always planning things, and so they're always with me. Uh, but yeah, we went to a thrift shop the other day, my boyfriend and we found, well, he found this candle, and it's a beautiful candle. It's like this little teddy bear, and it was a bear, and it's like the cutest thing ever. Like the wax was made into like a bear. It was like a little circus bear, and he had like a little hat, and it was so cute. And my boyfriend was like, "Man, can you imagine like whoever had this candle, they never burnt it because it was probably too pretty for them. You know, it felt too precious and they didn't want to burn it." Yeah, yeah, it's so cute. Hi. Hi, Ellie. Thank you for joining us. How are you today? Yeah, so it's so cute. So, hey, they call me hang on. Gooby Samurai. Oh, okay. Hi. Thank you for joining us. We're talking all things journals and journaling and planning and setting up our journals, and welcome to the hangout. So anyway, there was this candle, and my boyfriend's like, "Can you imagine whoever had this candle, they never burnt it because it was so pretty, it was so cute." And they never actually enjoyed the candle for the purpose that it was made, which was to be used, right? And then for whatever reason, we don't really know the story. We just know that it ended up at this thrift shop. So it kind of makes you think how a lot of the times our things, they outlast us, and the whole point of something is to use it, is for it to add value to your life. And that's why it comes into your life. And so I try to remember stuff like that, like I don't want to leave my journals like pristine and brand new and not used, and never having experienced the growth and all the amazing magic that I could have lived had I actually taken advantage of my journal. That's its purpose. That's what it's made for. I created this so that we can, through in here in this journal, create our dreams, bring them to life, write on it, and sketch and imagine everything that we want, the best possible life that we could have, and how we can get there and bring all those dreams to life. That's the purpose of it, right? So I want to make sure that we're using our things, and I don't want for our things to end up in a thrift store someday where somebody finds them and thinks, "Oh, that's sad, whoever had this journal or whoever had this bag never used it, whoever had these shoes never wore them so they wouldn't get worn or dirty." um and I think that just comes from like perfectionism and not wanting to mess up and not wanting to make mistakes. And I think that mistakes are part of the process. It's how we grow, it's how we learn. So, like I said, this is not going to be a perfect journal, not mine at least. Maybe some of yours will be. I just want it to be well loved and well used. So, that is my objective with this journal. And like I was saying, on the back of my journal, I like to do a swatch, and that serves to. So I have this bag. Um, I have this little bag right here, which is what I carry with me whenever I go out and about, and it's just got a bunch of different pens and just journaling things. So one of the first things that I like to do is to swatch materials in my journal, and that serves two purposes. One, obviously I get to know like what doesn't bleed through, so that I don't completely mess up my pages. But then also, and most importantly, it serves to get started. It just helps you start making marks inside your journal, and it helps you overcome that fear of messing it up, and that desire to, like, be perfect and not make any mistakes, when, like I said, we need to get rid of that mentality, because things are meant to be used. Okay, so I like to use, so here in the back, I wrote a little note of, like, a little congratulations for finishing your journal. And then there are 2 blank pages. So I'm going to use this page right here, and I'm going to add a piece of paper so that I don't want it to ruin my back cover. Like, I don't want my swatches to go through. Preach. Yes. But do you agree with that? So, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Because to me, I don't know where that comes from, but I used to be so precious with my things, and not everything, but the things that mattered to me, the things that I loved, like, I was almost afraid to use them because I wanted to keep them forever, which doesn't make sense because we're not eternal. So, you can't take it with you when you go. So, we got to enjoy it while we still can. All right, so I have different things here that I like to use whenever I journal. These mild liners are my favorite highlighters. Yes, it's a normal thing for you, so yeah. Yeah, I know. I used to struggle with that a lot, and I've gotten so much better at it, and I just got to keep reminding myself that things are for us to use them. So I know that the mild liners don't go through anything, but because I want to just start writing in here, let's break this baby in. I'm gonna start doing some swatches. So these are the mild liners. All right, let's see how these are doing. Yeah, so these are good. So these won't go through. A little bit of ghosting with this very dark gray, and that's because I went over it twice. If I do it just once, let's see. Yeah, a little bit of ghosting, but hardly any. So that's good. Yeah, mild liners hardly ever go through anything. I mean, sometimes, but it is rare. So I know that mild liners are good. This is a Tombow marker. I love Tombos, and I love this one. Is very loved, as you can see. Some ghosting, but it doesn't go through. And they have 2 sides, which I really like. So you could do thin lines and you can do thick lines, and it's a brush pen on one end. I have my tripod kind of between me and the table, so I'm having to reach over behind it. This is definitely a trial setup. This is a Sharpie. Sharpies go through almost everything because they're permanent markers. Yeah, so this one goes through. So I know I won't be using this one. But do you see what I mean? Like, this is such an easy way to just break your journal in and get over that fear that we have. This is a Faber-Castell. It's a super thin pen. It's got a super thin tip. Yeah, that one doesn't go through. It's one of my favorites for journaling and for art also. And then this one is also by Faber-Castell, and this is a brush pen. Yep. Just a little bit of ghosting, but no, it doesn't go through. And then I like to write it down. I usually write it down, but I mean, I pretty much know. I'm very used to all these materials, so I pretty much know what everything is, but then next to it, you can just write mild liner, same. And then this was a Tombow. And then this was a Sharpie. So I know not to use that one. And then these 2 were Faber-Castell. And there we go. We got started with our journal. I also have these Arteza brush markers that I like to use. They're pretty cool. And yep, ghosting, but it doesn't go through. So I actually like ghosting. I love the way that it looks. There's actually a journal that is made out of like parchment paper. So you can see everything, like it's literally see-through. And I love that. This one is a tool pen. Let's see. Green is my favorite color, so I have multiple things in green. I'm having a hard time writing because I'm reaching over the tripod. It's okay, I'll figure out a better setup. So what do you think, Sil? Do any of these sound like things you would like to add to your journal? Things you would like to try? I really like ballpoint pens. And this one is by Bic. All right. Anything else that I usually use? So all those are good. I know that all those are good. Let's see. I have these. I was gonna say I have these Crayolas that I never used because I don't like the way that they color. But I really don't like them. I'm not gonna use them in my journal. Let's not get crazy now. Oh, they're pretty bad. Okay, so anyway, you guys get the point. So that's the first thing I like to do is go through and just swatch some of the supplies that I would like to use in my journal. So then this page right here will be for swatches, and I'm actually going to leave this here so that I can continue swatching, and then that way I don't have to worry about going through to the back side. And then here, like I said, is a little congratulations note from me to you guys for finishing your journal. But let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so that is one thing I wanted to do. I have many pets, so if you see them walking around or making noise, that's who it is. All right, so then let me find, so I created this little paper like I was showing you guys, this little sheet, and I just wrote here some of the things that I would like to do in my journal. So let's see. Swatch page. So we did that one, so that's good. I want to glue an envelope to the back, and I have my glue, but I don't know where my envelopes are at, so we're gonna have to do that later. Also, another thing to do is just add stickers. I bought these stickers a while back and I didn't really know where to put them, so now I know where to put all my stickers because I love stickers, but I always end up losing them because like I'll throw them like in my purse, or I'll put them in a box somewhere and I'll never ever see them again. And then it's like, what's the point of having them if I never if I never see them? I have some on my iPad. Like I have some stickers on my iPad cover and it's all scratched from my cats. But other than that, I usually forget to use up my stickers, and yep, we're gonna use them in here. So, okay, what other spread can we do? So I really want to do the belongs to page, but I don't know how to do it without without it being super messy because I can't reach through. Hi. Hi, thank you for being here. So, any of this resonate with you? Any of this sound like a good idea for you? Or what do you think you're going to be doing in your journal? What things are you excited to work on in your journal? To me, I am very excited to first of all have a place for all my memory keeping that I can actually look back on. I think the only other time I've really done that is with like photo albums, and I mean, I never did those. Like when I was little, my parents kept our photo albums and they're so amazing to look back on. Um, but other than that, like all my memories are like in boxes and stuff. So I'm so excited to keep like for memory keeping, to use this journal for that. And also for lists and everything that I want to do. So I want to do this, but literally like I'm hugging the tripod. So this is my arm going around the tripod, and I feel like I'm gonna make it so messy. And I'm all about imperfection, embracing imperfection, but I don't know if I want it to be like purposefully bad. Okay, what is the date today? Do you know the date? Still, what's the date today? I think it's the 23rd. Yes, we'll make it look pretty and full. And also, I will feel accomplished when I finish. Yes, yes, I am so excited about when I finish my journal. It's crazy. Like this feels like such an amazing, like fun project for May 24th. Okay. Thank you so much. This feels like such a fun project for me. And I cannot wait to complete it and to be able to look back on it. That makes me so excited. I don't know how to do this because like my hand doesn't fit. If I get comfortable, I feel like I'm gonna get out of the shot. Can you guys see me there? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So started on. We're just gonna dive right in. 24, 20, 26. And right now my thoughts are feeling excited, and inspired. Inspired to create and manifest. In this journal. Oh, I can't bend my hand that way. All right, so there we go. I broke in my journal, and let's do some doodles. I love doing these. I'm gonna use black. Let's go in with this one. Can you see me? Am I in shot? I can barely see. All right. I hope I'm in shot. I hope I'm in frame. Um, so let's make some doodles. So here's a little crazy flower. I love doing these crazy flowers, and I love doing these like crazy dancing stars. So here's a dancing star like this. So this guy's excited. He's happy to be here. Yes, you are. Okay, thank you. All right. Yay. So all right. So I broke in my journal, and then I left a little bit of space right here because I want to also add my thoughts whenever I finish it. I want to come back and write. Maybe I should have left a little bit more space. I got a little excited there. Can't wait to put the completed on date on here. So I'm going to go over here now to this side of the page and get rid of some of this stuff. And I am going to write my name on here. Let's see. So like right here is where I tend to like want to overthink it and not mess up and do it a certain way. I think I'm going to use a brush pen, but oh gosh. I'm writing crooked. All right, let's just go for it. All right, so super messy. Here are some little stars. All right. I think I want to go over it with a brush pen. I probably should have gotten more comfortable to do this. Is anybody else working on their journal? My arm is literally shaking because I can't get a good grip because the tripod is right here. And then this little star, I'm gonna go ahead and color it in. I love making these little dancing stars. All right. Let's see. Yay, so that's done. And then maybe we can add some color. What does this color look like? Maybe too bright. What does this one look like? Oh, this one's better. All right, so there are some little flowers here. I don't know if you guys can see them or if I'm covering them with my hand, but let's color some of these in. And then we can go in with our green pen and go over some of these lines. All right. So something like that. All right, I like it. Can you guys see that? If you have to put the tripod down, you can, it's fine. Aw, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I maneuvered everything to kind of fit and frame. I'm so new to going live that I wanted to just get on here and do it. And I feel like if I take it down, it's going to be difficult to bring it back up. So it's okay. You're so sweet though. Thank you so much. You're awesome. What are you going to add to your journal? So do you have any ideas as far as like spreads go, what you would like to do in there? Let's see. I think I want to add some more color. So I think I mentioned my favorite color is green. So here I have this is a Prisma pencil. Okay. Make sure I'm in frame. Where do we add some green? Let's color these crystals in. So I love crystals. I love anything that feels magical. I feel like this life, this place is so magical. We just sometimes are too busy to notice it. And I definitely don't want to be too busy to notice magic. Not exactly, but maybe do like some scrapbooking. Yes. Yes, I'm super excited to do some scrapbooking as well. Like I was showing you, I have all these things that I've been collecting recently, and I'm excited to put them here. Because I was telling my boyfriend the other day how like pictures, we never like look at them. They're just in our phones. And all these special moments are just, oh, my cat is right here. He doesn't want me to mess, move his, go into his area. My cats are my landlords. According to them, I rent here from them. Yeah, so like recently he got me this frame, which, um, all right, it's too far. I'm afraid if I move, I'm gonna drop something, but he got me this frame and I'm so excited because we don't have, like, I never print pictures. So I want to look through our pictures from our trips. For one of my birthdays, we went to Paris and we went to Moulin Rouge to watch the show, and I have a picture that I'm thinking I want to print out so I could put it in that frame because I never, like, I just remember that taking that picture. I remember like looking at it on the trip, and I don't think I've ever looked through those pictures again. So the picture frame gave me the opportunity to look through those pictures. So that's very cool. So anyway, that's what I want to do here too, just like you. So I want to scrapbook and keep like movie ticket stubs and stuff like that. I'm a very sentimental person, and I so I'm just adding some color. I'm just adding some color to some of the illustrations on here just to make it feel more like me. And obviously, like, you don't have to do this. You can decorate it however you want to decorate it. I'm also gonna add paint and all kinds of things, but I'm just getting started. So, what was I saying? That yeah. So I'm excited for that. Oh yeah, so I'm a very sentimental person, and I've always kept all that, like tickets from places that we go to, or um wow, this is so interesting. Trying to paint while hovering. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't regret this. Here I am telling you guys not to worry about perfection. But I mean, this is an extreme. My hand is floating. Um yeah, so I've always kept those things, but I never like look at them. So what's the point of having them if I never look at them? So I hope that, with through this journal, I get into the habit of just scrapbooking and keeping all of those memories in one spot. So I'm just adding some color to my journal because that makes it feel like me. Um, and yep, that's what we're doing right now. What are you doing right now? So, by the way, love the little doodles. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love art. I think art is so much fun, and I think it's so healing and so good for us. Okay. So, here are some doodles, and I will go over them later on and maybe add some more details. I can barely reach this over here, but let's try to do a color in this half moon, crescent moon. I did a lot today. I'm drained. Aw. Well, I hope you're having fun hanging out. I hope you're relaxing and hanging out. Um, what do you like to do for rest and relaxation? What do you usually do? I like to I love to do art. So whenever I feel tired, I take some time to do some art. I pull out my sketchbook. About I think I have about 5 or 6 sketchbooks that I'm currently working on, and I'll just do some art. I also like watching like cozy shows, cozy movies. Oh, I like the way that looks. Let's uh let's maybe outline this one with this color. Give it some dimension. Let's add some magical sparkles. I am, thank you. I bedazzle. Bedazzle as in like with charms? Is that how you mean, or how do you mean? Um, let's see. What else do we do? I want to add some blue to this. I don't know where I have another. I'm missing like half of my mouth liners. I'm always taking my art supplies with me everywhere, and this one's too dark. I can't reach, and I don't want to mess up that moon. Yeah, so I cannot wait to get started on this journal. And I was debating whether I should wait until next month because, like I said, it's my birthday, and that's like my personal new year. That is the biggest reset that I do in the year. That's when I sit down and sort of what we do for January 1st. I do it all over again for my birthday. Um, because I feel like there's a lot of energy during our birthday that's very magical and very personal to each one of us. So I like to take advantage of that. And I do a vision board, and yeah, with rhinestones. Okay, got it. Yep. You bedazzle things. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't see the last part of that sentence earlier. Um oh, that's so cool. I've been wanting to get into that. I've seen a lot of really cool like crystal art, and I actually got these crystal keychains, and we all go out once a week to do art, and I um I got those for all of us to work on. And but we're always working on a whole bunch of art projects. So I got these the viral Trader Joe's bags. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's like the little Trader Joe's bags, and people like customize them so cool. They had all kinds of things to them. So anyway, I got some of those for us, and we've been working on them for months. And we always have all these things we want to add to them. Um, but then we'll get to the cafe, and we'll get distracted by a different project. Anyway, so we haven't gotten to the keychains. My boyfriend did. He did one, and it looks so cool. So I've been wanting to get into crystal art because it seems so fun. And did you know that that's actually really good for your brain? It's so good for your brain. Like just a simple act of like doing it's like doing the repetitive action without having to like mindfully think about it. Yes, yeah, it's so good for your brain. It helps you sort of go into autopilot, and it helps your brain, like your mind, relax and decompress, and you're doing something that's giving you like instant feel good hormones, but it's not something stressful. It's fun. It's, yeah, it's really good for you. So I've been wanting to get into that. So that's awesome that you do that. That's so cool. Is that for like a business, or you just, is that for like for fun? Yes. Yeah, it is. It's really fun and easy. You should try it. Yes. Yes, definitely. I need to do those keychains, and then after that I want to get, I've seen like these really big sort of canvases that you can, work on. And yeah, I definitely want to get into those. I really should have gotten my sharpener. Where is it? All right. I don't know where my sharpener's at, so I'm not going to use this color anymore because it's messing up my lines. um, Kind of both. Oh, got it. Okay. That's cool. That's very cool. That's awesome. That's super cool. I have some are you I hope you're relaxing with something cozy. I have this coffee. I hope I don't, oh, please don't spill it on top of my journal. I have this coffee from Whole Foods. My eyes turned to water, so it's watered down, but I got this coffee earlier and it is 9 o'clock at night, so I really shouldn't be drinking coffee, but I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, so I need the coffee. So yeah, we're just hanging out and I am setting up my new planner. I was thinking of recording a video and just speeding all this up because I find it very relaxing. So I like to take my time with it and literally just play in my planner and customize it and make it my own. I added all of these illustrations just to the beginning because I didn't want, like I said, I wanted everybody to be able to decorate their journals however they wanted to. But just in the beginning, I felt like it would be helpful to have like a little, a little kickstart to help us just get into our journal. Just go in and start. Oh no, this mild liner is done for, and it just created some weird lines all over my little tarot card over here. See if I can fix some. Have you tried coloring still, or any of you guys? Um, I think coloring is such a cool activity because it is, I mean, it's art, obviously, but it's such an easy way to just relax. So I would love to design a coloring book, but I am currently working on several other projects, so maybe later on. I would also love to design my own tarot deck. I have a digital tarot deck um, on Etsy, and I would love to design like a physical one also. I'm literally floating as I'm trying to do this, so that's why it's so it's so wonky. Sorry, love. It's late here. Oh wait, what happened? I am dozing off. I should head to bed, but we'll definitely come back tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, though, for being here. I hope that you get a lovely night's rest. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Big hugs and take care. Let's see. I think I'm going to color this little cat purple. A purple cat. Wouldn't that be cool? They actually existed. Not as in paint your pets. Don't do that. I saw a pink puppy the other day and I was like, no, please don't tell me that trend is back. I remember like a few years ago, like Paris Hilton and those, um, those celebrities were, and some celebrities, not all of them, were painting their. Thanks, love. Have a good night. God bless you. Aw, thank you so much. Sil, you too. Have a blessed night. Get some rest, love. I will catch you again tomorrow, hopefully. Get some rest. Yeah, they were painting their pets. So I hope that's not back. That sounds like torture to me. I don't think anybody should do that. All right, so I'm just about finishing up here with the coloring because I feel like this is taking too long. I'll go in and add some line work and some details later on. I'll add my P.O. box in a little bit because I don't want to write all crooked. And my email and then my P.O. box here so that they can, so it has a space for belongs to. If found, please contact me at, and then please return to. And then over here, it's Alchemy, started on, and then the date, completed on, thoughts, and yeah. Then over here, it says the magic begins. And so here I am going to do an index page. So I'm going to leave 3 pages for that. So that could be an index. And then what I like to do, because like I said, sometimes we can be really precious about our journals. Then I like to pencil in, or I'll even add sticky notes, but I don't know where my sticky notes are at. So I'll just pencil in kind of what I want to do. And then that way it makes it easier and less intimidating. So I created this list of journal spreads that I would like to add to my journal. So number 1, I put swatch page. We did that. And then number 2 was, where was number 2? Okay, so the new journal spread. Okay, so then this is going to be my index page. These are going to be my index pages. Then here, it's going to be my new journal spread. So I'm going to write it here in a little corner. New journal spread. And then that way I know that that's what I'm going to do here. And then here I wanted to do, let's see, which one was number 4? A May spread. So this is going to be a May spread, and this is going to be maybe like a photo dump of special moments or favorite things of the month, something like that. And then after that, which one was number 5? Birthday month spread. So this is going to be my B-Day month spread. So I'm going to get all of my like birthday stickers and decorations to create this spread. And then in here, I want to do like a birthday prep. So everything that I need to get together for my birthday. Here I want to create like a birthday wish list. So B-Day wish list. And then over here, like my New Year, I think my New Year spread, I want it to be 2 pages. I want to do birthday, birthday bucket list. So all the things I want to do for my birthday. And then let's see what else. Then I want to, so I've been thinking about how I want to set this up, and I don't know if I want to have like a whole section for just books and reading and media, or if I want to do like a monthly. And that's the thing, like, you know, you don't have to think so hard about those things. It doesn't matter. It's my journal. I can change things if I want to. So never feel that pressure. Like if I do it this way, I have to keep it that way forever and ever. It's your journal. Do whatever you want to do in it. So I'm gonna do, I know I want to do a books read spread. So I'm gonna do books read here. And then I'm gonna do like watched. I don't know, like maybe movies watched, shows watched. Then I want to do maybe like creative projects that I'm working on. And then I want to do glimmers. So anything magical that happens, I want to write it down here. Then I want to do like a manifestations page where I write down everything. Manifestations. Everything that's been manifesting, everything that's been coming true. What else? So manifestations, and what else do I want to do? All about me. Okay, so where do we put that? That looks pretty cool. I like that. It looks so colorful. I probably should have put that somewhere in the beginning, and we still can. So let's see. That's gonna be my May spread. This is gonna be my new journal spread. All right, so you know what? This is gonna be all about me spread. So all my favorite things, everything that I like is gonna go in here. And then here it's gonna be my May spread. Excuse me. My May spread, and then B-Day month instead of prep. And then this could be B-Day prep instead of wish list. This could be my B-Day bucket list. And then this could be my birthday B-Day. Wait, which one are we missing? We did bucket list, we did prep or wish list. All right. That's going to be my birthday wish list. And then this is going to be watched. This is going to be this is why I like doing it in pencil first, because then I can easily move things around and it kind of gives me a plan, so that I don't feel like I don't know where to begin, and I can jump in and just start creating the spreads. So books read, watched, and then glimmers, and then manifestations. What else do we have on here that I wanted to add? Okay, so new journal spread is in there. Belongs to page. I'm going to do that right now. Fill date spread. Did that. Let's cross this off. Okay. Glue envelope in the back. I got to do that. All about me page. We added that. Birthday month spread. Bucket list. Personal new year. Did I do that already? Let's see. So this is my index. Yep. Oh no, this is the new journal spread. This is all about me spread. The May spread. And then the B-Day month. B-Day wish list. And then, okay, so let's see. So that needs to be right here before we get started on like the everyday mundane things. We got to do our personal new year. So personal new year spread. And in there, I'm basically gonna, look back on the year, what's been accomplished, what I still want to accomplish, what I want to work on. Okay, so now we can do the mundane. Books read. Everything I watched. And then I wonder if I should have like a different spread for like listen to, as in like podcasts. I do listen to a lot of those. So let's do that. It would be cool to like have a place where I can keep track of all that. Podcasts and audiobooks. So I guess I should have put listen to. All right. And then study everything that I'm studying. And what else? I think that's it for now. So we have a good chunk already planned, and then we'll take it from there. I wanted to include some kind of tracker, but I don't think I like trackers. I haven't really enjoyed them in the past, so not sure. I'm not sure if I want to include trackers. So I think for now that's gonna be it. I'll do more to these pages. I'll decorate this one. This will be my index. New journal spread. All about me spread. May spread. B-Day month spread. Birthday prep and birthday bucket list. Birthday wish list. Personal new year. Books read so far. Things I've watched. Podcasts and audiobooks I've listened to or I am listening to. studying. Hmm. All right, that looks good. I am excited. And that is basically it, friends. That's basically how I break in my journal and take away, that intimidating, daunting feeling of, not wanting to mess up a new journal. I love this journal so much. It feels so magical. I hope that you guys love it as much as I do. You can get it on Amazon. The link is in my bio here on YouTube. I will also add the link to the description of this video, as well as in the comments, in case you guys are interested. You could get it on Amazon. And it is 365 blank pages. Well, they're numbered, in case you want to add an index like me. And it is created with the intention that this is going to follow you for 365 days. You can start it any time of the year, which is why it's undated. And it will be with you for 365 days of transformation, of truly blossoming into the person that you want to become, of reaching your goals, of reaching your dreams, of doing all the things that you want to accomplish. This is going to be my second brain. This is going to be where I memory keep. It's going to be where I scrapbook, where I junk journal. And I will be sharing videos on all of those spreads with you guys. I will be going live again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more videos on manifestation, achieving our dreams, thriving, living our dream lives versus just existing. Remember to do things that make you happy, and remember to continue to create your dream life. Thank you so much for being here. It has been a blast hanging out with you guys. I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Have a beautiful night. Goodbye, everybody.